Hello, friends. This is Mohanji. The nature has pressed a reset button. Nature is resetting the whole world, probably to the original state. We do not know as yet. And we don't have to know because life is as it happens each moment. We do not know the future, nor we usually know why certain things happened in the past. We think we know, but we don't know really. We make conclusions based on what we understand or what we assume based on assumptions. But we may not know clearly what is the reason. So we do not need to know the reasons as well for what's happening now. But at this point in time, since nature has pressed a reset button, we must also press a reset button in our life. Most of us are confined to our homes or places where we stay. Movements are restricted, sources are affected, resources are affected. So, this is actually a time when we can go back to the essentials. We can look at what is essential and what is non essential. Usually, in an unconscious existence, we do not have time for that. We just go as per our habits, as per our inclinations and tendencies. But at this point in time, when we do have time for ourselves, we can look at essentials and non essentials and discard the non essentials. That makes our life cleaner, more tidy. So, this is a good time to press the reset button in our lives. And there is a word, Sanskrit word, karuna. Karuna in Sanskrit means compassion. So, this is the time we should express karuna, compassion, in the time of corona. So, karuna during the time of corona, that should be our attitude. We should be compassionate to the whole world, to our species, to everyone. And we should do whatever we can to enhance, to rejuvenate, to help reinvent the lives of people around us in a very pleasant way, with a lot of love, a lot of compassion, karuna, and a lot of determination. There will be a lot of frustrations because people can't move. They are at home. There will be a lot of anger and frustrations visible, anxieties. So this is the time to think again what is causing all this. So there's a lot of time for contemplation. We have a lot of time for contemplation. We have a lot of time for introspection. And we have time for reinvention. I always used to say that at least every 5 years, we must reinvent ourselves so that we remain fresh. But now nature has given us that choice at that time. We have to reinvent, or we can complain and we can say that things are not right. Most of the things which are happening now are beyond our control. So we also get to know how much we have in our control. With all our powers and all our efficiencies, we do not have much control. Nature has more control than us. Nature has all the controls. So this is a real time, or a time which is actually real, which gives us reality. So I would like you to convey this message to all your people, all the people around. Tell them that this is a reset button pressed by the nature. To realign the nature, we must also press our reset button to realign ourselves. And during the time of corona, karuna is the right method, compassion. And let compassion overflow yourself through all the social medias and reach everybody. Reach lots of people and make them feel good. Because we have almost accepted corruptions, greed, as natural. Greed, corruption, and various emotions of human beings, unconscious emotions, as normal. Now we have time to understand it's not normal to be angry. It's not normal to be upset, to be insecure, because what we have to live with what we have. We can take away all the unwanted at this point in time and just go back to basics and what is really needed. That will make our lives cleaner. And we also understand what it means to be bonded, human bonding, family bonding. All these are happening now. Family is together. You can't go anywhere. You have to look at each other, talk to each other, have eye contact. This is a good time for that. So there are a lot of positives in a time of corona, of this time where corona is a big scare, the fear. So if you discount the fear, if you take the fear away or fear factor away and look at life, there is something to do here, something for us to understand, something for us to assimilate. Lastly, there are a lot of theories floating around why this happened. That's not important. As far as I always look at it this way, what is the effect? Why is not the usual thing? Because it's intellectualization, so many opinions, so many theories, so many things which confuses us. Instead, don't look outside. Look inside. What is the effect? That's the only way you can grow beyond. Because if you keep on justifying, looking at theories, looking at reasons why this happened, you'll not reach anywhere. You'll get few answers, maybe, or maybe few opinions, or maybe few suggestions. But that's not what we want. What do we need is reinvention. Make ourselves better. We equip ourselves to handle life better, to have more control over our own emotions, and understand that whatever emotions we have, if the nature presses the reset button, we become helpless. Nature is more powerful than us. We don't have to call it God or religion or any other aspects. It's not anything. It's about man and nature, human beings and nature, the direct contact, mother and son, mother and child, that kind of a contact. So here, the mother is pressing the reset button, and all the children have to do accordingly, to live accordingly, to change accordingly. So it's time to press the reset button in our lives. And this is the time to do that. If you don't do that in this time, again we nurture our anxieties, emotions, anger, hatred, jealousy, all our usual habitual emotions, then we will not have much future. Because now we can stabilize, we can understand ourselves, we can assimilate ourselves, we can align ourselves. This is a good time. Wish you success. I'm walking with you. I'm always with you, and I love you.